What is going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm trying to find a good space in this room to film. It's like, what, 7? It's like 7 in the morning here, like 7:50 in the morning here in Thailand. Let me see if this is better. Yeah, this light is better right here. What's going on, y'all? I'm trying to keep this as steady as I can. All right, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to talk real quick, and of course, because we haven't talked in a minute, things have been going on here in Thailand. We've been on adventures that hopefully some of you guys will join us on in either Zanzibar or Cape Town this year. What's going on, y'all? DC in the building. Y'all let me know real quick where you are watching from. What's going on, LaShawn? How you doing? Hey, Tanya, what's going on? Champagne loving. That's my type of talking right there. Okay, good. You can hear me. Loud and clear, Vanessa says. All right. Potomac is about to be on. I know that. And so I felt like this was the perfect time. I was like, oh, I don't have to be downstairs until like 8:40, but I need to eat some breakfast first. And I was like, let me hop on here live real quick before the episode, because I wanted to talk to y'all about this bit of tea right here. Rich Life fam in the building. Y'all, hold on, let me see if I can show y'all this view of the city. That's the view this morning of Thailand. I like to wake up to the view outside because it's just beautiful, and it's like a nice, like ain't really a cloud in the sky type of day. All right, let's get into the tea real quick. So according to People magazine, and shout out to Queens of Bravo because that's where I saw this story from, they are saying that Potomac for season 10 will begin filming without Karen amid her prison sentence, and filming will resume in March. That means that the cameras will literally be picking up and rolling immediately after the reunion ends. So that tells us that, at least as far as casting, they have a good amount of people. Okay? They at least have they feel at least sure enough about this group that they feel like they can do so without Karen. Now, that's going to be interesting because for the past several seasons, Karen has pretty much carried much of the, I would say, the housewives' burden on her back, right? Her and Giselle, but honestly, Karen takes the hits, right? Karen takes the hits. And we thought she was taking a licking and kept on ticking, but apparently, according to her behind the scenes, she was not ticking all that well. And what I mean by that is that the responsible leadership that she was providing on the show was lending itself to her self-medicating. And so when you look at it from that perspective, it's almost like, well, the network definitely should move on then, because if you are not even if you are in a mental space where you're not, where your job is causing you that much angst and is ultimately putting your life in harm's way or other people in harm's way potentially, then yeah, it's time for you to take a little bit of a break. So this may be the best for everybody, okay? And I know the show is about to start, but I was like, I have to, well, for the East Coast, I was like, I have to tap in real quick with y'all, all right? So if you take out Karen, do you all feel comfortable with the ladies that are left? That being Giselle, Ashley, Wendy. I'm relatively sure they're going to invite Stacey back, especially after what happens in this episode, which I have not yet seen. I'm not watching the reunion right now. I'm gonna have to watch it on Peacock because YouTube TV acts real funny when you're in another country for some reason, and I'm operating from a VPN. Listen, y'all, real quick, if you don't have a VPN and you are traveling, please definitely get one. Do not rely on public Wi-Fi for your VP, like for your security. It will work on your phone, it'll work on your computer, and it will help safeguard against people who may attempt to get into your accounts when you are on public Wi-Fi that is unsecured, okay? All right, so my question then is, well, Sugar Love, they waited on Teresa because I felt like they didn't have any other anchor for that show, and I don't think they felt secure enough because they was going through a very weird season that season. Remember the season that she got put away, and it was those 3 new girls on there, and they didn't last? So I don't feel like they felt like they had enough to film a show at that point without Teresa. With Karen missing the reunion and people being as entertained as we are, then I feel like, coupled with her saying that her leadership on responsible leadership on the show led to her, you know, having to, you know, take the antidepressants and, you know, ultimately, you know, drinking and getting into a car accident. It's kind of like, yeah, you need a break. I would definitely, if I'm your job, I'm gonna be like, you need to sit out a season. You need to get some, you need to like get yourself together to the point where you're okay. Now, the question will be, who will they bring anyone back? That's been my question from the start. Would you be here for them bringing back Candace? Thank you, Ansha Hall. I appreciate that. Because I see that in the chat a lot. Would you be here for them bringing back Candace? Or do you think that they don't need anybody at all? I could see, based on this season, I could see them bringing Vivian on as a friend. I could see them toying around with bringing Robin back as a friend. A lot of people are saying yes to Candace. Because I think that with Candace having, you know, she's now had a child, so that's a whole new aspect to her life that I feel like would be great to catch up with. I do think that there would have to be some meeting of the minds with her and Giselle because their beef was so deep that I just don't know that we don't want the show to go backwards in terms of like, okay, here we go again with this divided cast, and you know, it just did not work. So they're gonna have to be able to meet in the middle and make some things pop. And Candace provides some very funny commentary. She's a great narrator of what is actually happening. So also, I would be interested to see Candace's take on Stacey. Thank you, Miss P, who gives us a super chat that says, bring back Charisse. Oh, Charisse. I mean, the question becomes, does the network feel like Charisse has any more story to tell? I'm just being in the DC area. Charisse is a part of the moving and shaking crowd. She really is. Like, she does live the life, and she has the contacts and the connections. And to be fair, when they were casting this show, I feel like they cast it around Charisse. I had seen someone post about maybe bringing Ineka back. Now, Ineka is also expecting at this point. And to be quite fair, I don't think that we got the best of Ineka because of the stuff that she had going on with Wendy's mom. So I also tell y'all, I feel like sometimes people need a second season to get really acclimated into the group to really understand. I see some people saying Katie. Katie is also she's going through her own sobriety journey. If you follow her on Instagram, shout out to Katie. She also too is going through her sobriety journey, and she chronicles that on her Instagram. So if you are following Katie Ross, show her some love on Instagram, because she is, just having met her in real life, she has a beautiful spirit, and she just, I think, had a rough time in life. And she is now at a place where she is really chronicling that sobriety journey on her Instagram. So check her out. If she felt like she was in a good enough headspace to do it, then that could be possible. We definitely saw Luann go through her sobriety journey on the show. We saw that with Kim Richards on. So there's a precedent for seeing these things on other shows, but it just really is a determination of whether or not it's good for the person. Yeah, I agree, quintessential. She's just got a lot going on. And I personally am an advocate for a person that's healed, feeling like they can manage everything that comes along with the show. Even though I do enjoy her on the show, she's funny to me because she's quirky, and you need quirky that's authentically quirky. I think that's what we're trying to figure out, what's going on with Stacey, because we want to know, are you just naturally quirky? Or Stacey to me reminds me of like a lot of news broadcasters that I know, or people that work in news. And so when she's on the show, she is still presenting to a certain degree like a QVC host or an HSN host. And it's only now in the reunion that we're starting to get a little bit into, oh, Stacey, you would say F that B? Oh, Stacey, what's going on? We're going to find out now what's going on with you and TJ. Like, what is your real reality like? Who are you really? And again, that does take a season or two for us to really figure it out and for them to figure it out. Because some people will have an idea of, oh, this is who I want to be when I go on the show. And it's like, well, girl, if that's not really who you are in real life, then what's the fun in that? We want to know who you really, really are. And some people gonna like you, some people gonna loathe you. And I just kind of feel like we got to give Stacey the opportunity to, well, I'm going to see after this episode. Once I see this episode, I might come to y'all with a different story, okay? So don't hold me to what I say today. Hold me what I say the next day, okay? I've seen some people say something about Monique. I just know Monique. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all unless she, I can't see. I can't see it. Because for Monique, it was really boiled down to like, I think she felt like they didn't protect her children. And so she felt like that was the last straw, because things that happened during the reunion were not aired that would have made a bigger difference in how her story was told. And I think she just did not appreciate that based on my conversations with her via interviews and stuff like that. And I also just think that she's mentally beyond, like, if you think I'm in my travel bag, that girl is in her travel bag. Okay. So I don't know that I see it. And the mental space that she in, like, is just about growth and healing and all that stuff like that. So I don't think so. Robin is a safe choice to a certain degree, but it still provides for an uneven situation. I feel like you don't need two people running up behind Giselle. Like, each person should be able to stand on their own. And I don't feel like we need, now that Karen's gone, Giselle to have a bunch of shadows chasing behind her. Because I feel like Ashley is morphing into a Giselle shadow. And Ashley is a strong enough person that she can survive on her own. So I feel like whether you like her or not, I just feel like, please, Ashley, I need you not to come out from under Giselle's armpit, because Giselle don't need it. Giselle is strong on her own. Looking at this reunion, Giselle don't need no backup. So anyway, maybe there's some new people on the horizon that we haven't met yet. And do you guys want Mia to return? That's the other question. Should Mia return to the show? I'm quite confident for the most part everybody will return, but I think the question mark is Mia. Elsie Charms, does Jeanette Reyes live in Potomac? I love her. Okay, so I don't know where she lives, to be honest with you. Knowing Jeanette, I do not think she would do the show. I would almost bet my life on it, but don't hold me to it, okay? But she would be amazing on a reality TV show. Devonna says, Sharice, Ineka, Candace, Wendy, and Giselle, Stacy, and Kay. That would be very interesting. I think you would also have to add in Vivian as a friend in that group. Some of you guys are saying no to Mia. Some person was it Nettie Poe says yes. Bring back Mia, but without Jacqueline. Ashley Moore says if Mia don't be lying, then yeah. Fifi 1990. Jeanette Reyes is a very popular news personality in the DMV. She used to be on Fox 5, and then she left that and started her own podcast. And she has an Instagram account that's like really viral because she does the news talking voice. So anyway, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I just wanted to pop on this live. I know the show was on for some people, so a lot of y'all might be wanting to watch that. Let me know what you guys think after you see this episode, how you feel about Karen not being on next season. And I cannot wait to read those comments. All right. So I need to go get some breakfast. I need to go to the bank real quick. And we are headed out for the day. If you follow me on my personal channel, I post a link in the community tab every day. I post a video of the experience here in Thailand. So if you ever wanted to know what Thailand was like, I got you. With that being said, y'all know I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning here. So I need to run. All right. Bye, y'all.